Hello, thank you for joining my channel. My name is Austin Maples. I've been tattooing for 15 years, primarily in the style of traditional tattoos. I own a shop in Los Angeles, California called Enjoy Tattoos, and today I'm here to teach you how to draw. So what I've done today is prepared a skull drawing for you in the traditional tattoo style, and I've broken it down into a process that I think makes it fairly easy to recreate. I use the program Procreate, and I'll walk you through a couple tips and tricks that I use in there, and I'm really excited to share it with you. But before we start, if you like this video, or if you would love to see me draw something different, could you please leave that in the comments section below? I would love to have some more ideas, and I'm excited to create these videos for you. All right, let's jump into the video. All right, so we're gonna start by creating a canvas and adding the canvas assisted symmetry guide. Once we have that set up, I'm using the 6B sketching pencil here. I like to start with a light color. You're gonna draw an oval and put a straight line down the center of it. Give a little bit of space below it. This space is gonna be for the jawline. You can adjust this later, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, cut that line kind of in the center of the space between the two ovals, or something like that, basically breaking it up into thirds. Once you do that, you can draw this kind of jawline shape at the bottom and draw a line straight through the center of the oval. Now right below that, you can add these circles. They're going to be the eyes, and an oval kind of in the center of that bottom quadrant. And then here we're going to start drawing the teeth, which are just kind of little ovals going up. You can do this as a grid as well if that makes it easier for you. Got the jawline and this kind of divot where your temples are. As you can see here, I start sketching in kind of the shape of where the jaw meets the skull, the crevices around the eyes and the nose. This is all stuff that's kind of my style preference, but go ahead and copy mine and pause and print this off or trace it, whatever really helps you. But so once I have this layer done, I'm going to drop the opacity, grab a darker color. I picked red here, and I'm going to go right over the top. So, looking at some of the other skulls I draw, I have like these little characters that really make it important to me. So, you can start here by drawing this kind of two ovals, then come here to draw the eyes. Kind of keeping a flat top on the eyes is important. These divots below the eyes kind of for your cheekbones. And then you have where the jaw connects to the skull, the line coming down on the side of the teeth. We've got the side of the jawline here and the bottom of the jaw. I left a little dimple for the chin because it kind of flattens out right here. Then here where the jaw connects to the skull, I like to put this little point right down in below the cheekbone. I think it makes a nice look. And keep the top of the head a little flat. This is kind of a style choice for me in the traditional tattoo style, but when you come in here to draw the teeth, you just want to kind of do these kind of arched tombstone shapes. Make sure to keep the front two teeth there in the front. You don't want a single tooth. So once you get those in, as you can see here, I didn't like that choice, so kind of went to redraw it again. And once we have that in place, we are going to make a couple little adjustments, add a little brow line. And as you can see, this symmetry tool is really helpful because it keeps both sides symmetrical and you can draw it really fast. So now that I have this, I'm just gonna kind of sketch in some adjustments just for shape, kind of fill in some spots with red just to see if it looks nice before I go into the final layer. I like to do this just to see what the kind of finished shape will look like when it's shaded, just to make sure nothing's off and make some adjustments if needed. Sometimes I don't put this brow line in too, so totally just a style option, but again, just showing you kind of how I draw it. Just kind of doing some shading over the top of the skull and some little divots here in the jawline. I like to shade underneath that kind of dimple there to create a shape at the bottom. And then once you do that, you can remove the yellow layer and drop the opacity on this red layer, and we will begin doing the final outline. So for the outline, I like to use in the airbrush tools the hard airbrush. And as you can see here, I adjusted it. I made it a little bit taller because it felt too squat for me. I think that original drawing was good enough, but I like to make little adjustments like this. So make sure your new layer is on drawing assisted so that you can use this symmetry hack. And you're just going to come in here and start kind of outlining the perimeter of what you've laid out before. This is something that I do for creating a stencil for a tattoo, but also if you're doing this just for graphic design, it's very helpful. So here you can see me stabilizing my pen a little bit more. My hand was a little bit shaky trying to draw this, so I boosted the stabilization to kind of make that top round curve a little bit cleaner. So bumped it up here to 64%, and you can see when I come back in, it just smooths out those lines for me. Great trick for making clean stencils. I find it difficult with the iPad just not having enough resistance on the screen. I do have one of the paper, what do you call it, the screen protectors, but it's still a little bit slippery. So here you can see me just outlining the perimeter of this design and making sure the lines are clean. Make some small adjustments here and there just for style choices, and feel free to copy mine to try and get the same result. Come around here and get the eyes nice and shaped out. And I like, if you see here in the mouth, like these divots on the left and right kind of showing behind the teeth, I think are like a pretty important characteristic. So kind of play around with those and see what you like. I would also advise maybe pulling up some skull reference. You can type in skull illustration on Google or Pinterest to find one that you like and maybe see if there's little characteristics you can borrow to create something original for yourself. So once we have this outline done, I'm going to go through and just do a little bit of shading, study. I use this style kind of, I guess, scrimshaw-esque, where I just kind of put these little lines layered next to each other to give a shaded feel, blocking out all the black areas. As you can see here, I'm using the drag and drop tool to fill in those eyes and nose. And we'll come around the top of the skull here just to kind of get in a rough view of what the shading will look like. Like I said, this is a stylistic choice of mine. It is how I prefer to tattoo or draw, and I broke down some math that honestly was just kind of made up. I usually just kind of draw these and sketch them out, make them look right. But this math was actually really helpful for me. So feel free to copy it and draw your own skull. Here I gave a little bit of a shine in the eye, gives a little bit of a creepy vibe. I used the soft airbrush tool for that one, and I just erased a little bit of the black, removed the red layer, and here I just start playing around with colors. So you can watch me do that while just kind of explain a little bit about this. So yeah, this is a traditional skull and something that I would feel very comfortable tattooing. I hope this math kind of helps you draw something on your own. You know, feel free to pause and slow down this video so that you can draw at your own pace and really lean into creating your own style. The way that I did that was, tracing old traditional Flash and kind of learning little shapes and things that I really liked about specific designs from the 40s and 50s. And then after a while, I was kind of able to recreate them my own just by sketching, and later started using actual photos of human skulls to learn a little bit about the anatomy and kind of learn where I could adjust or play. There's a good saying out there, if you don't know the rules, you can't break them. So I suggest, tracing some stuff, even trace this skull and see what you learn from it and what you like, and feel free to adjust it on your own. When you Google traditional tattoo skull, there's so many different styles out there and different characteristics that make them special. So this is just a rough idea of how I would draw one quickly. And if you go through my social media on Instagram at Austin Maples, you can see I adjust things all the time. Put fangs in, knock some teeth out, put some little dimples here and there, change the shading up, and you can use these kind of tricks and tips to draw a 3/4 skull. You could draw, one little facing down or tilted up, and it could be helpful to go find some skull reference, maybe a realistic photo of a human skull, and kind of throw your style on top of it and see what you learn. So I hope this video was helpful for you. It was really helpful and educational for me to draw it for you. And I would love it if you could leave me in the comments what you think about it. I'd love to create some more videos and hear your guys' ideas about maybe what you'd like to see in those. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like these videos, subscribe, like, comment, do all that jazz, because it really helps support me and it will make me feel like I should keep making these videos for you. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.